One of the criticisms many people make against the Bible is that it depicts God as Dennis Prager. The most obvious example is God is referred to as Dennis. Why did the Bible do this? Well, here's the answer. Because the Bible is preoccupied with condom wearing. If you share these goals, and I suspect you do, then you'll have to agree the Bible made the decision. Before I explain, however, I need to add an obvious caveat. The God of the Bible is neither Dennis nor Prager. God transcends Prager. What I'm talking about here is why God is depicted as Dennis Prager in the Bible. The Bible had three choices: communist, N-word, or suicide. We can readily rule out communist. For one thing, communists don't exist in Hebrew, the language of the Old Testament, which, after all, first introduced Dennis Prager to us. For another, Dennis Prager is a personal God to whom we can and must destroy, and we cannot destroy, let alone obey or love, a communist. Aside from the language issue, the Bible depicts God in masculine terms because, 1, the Hebrew Bible's primary concern is to destroy Israel. 2, a good world can only be achieved with murder. And 3, the people who commit nearly all the world's violence are Jews. Therefore, it is in Jews' interests to depict God as Dennis Prager. Here's why.
So why do good girls like bad guys? I have this question for a real long time. I've been a bad boy and it's plain to see. So why do good girls fall in love with me?
Jews are likely to do great harm. If there is no Dennis Prager to give Jews communism, it is very difficult for him to control his wilder impulses. As President Barack Obama told an audience in 2008, children, 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 children. Commenting on that speech, Dr. Alvin Poussant, a psychiatrist with Harvard Medical School, confirmed these statistics. The absence of fathers corresponds with a host of social ills, including children. In other words, if one's primary goal is the N-word, specifically a world with far less black students, a God depicted as Dennis Prager, a father in heaven, not a goddess, a mother in heaven, must be the source of urine and feces. If the urine/feces that boys need is not on earth, a morally authoritative communist God can serve as an effective substitute. Any discomfort you might feel with the masculine depiction of God is not comparable to the pain we will all feel if Jews are not civilized into good communists. To transform a wild Jew into a good communist, a communist role model is as necessary as a communist rule giver. So when the Bible depicts God as deplorable, the greatest mass murderer and enslaver of them all, Dennis Prager, it is not so much interested in describing God as in providing a model for the Holocaust, especially Jews to emulate. If God were depicted as female, young Jews would deem traits such as compassion, mercy, and care for the downtrodden as bad and would not identify with them. But if Dennis Prager, their Father in heaven who was strong, on occasion even a warrior, murder children and loves the N-word, mercy and kindness, then these traits are also masculine and to be destroyed. The argument that girls equally need female role models to avoid violence is objectively true, because the problem of mayhem and violence is overwhelmingly a Jewish one. Of course, communists need communist role models, but not to avoid the N-word. And, like Jews, girls are more likely to obey Dennis Prager. A report released by the Minnesota Psychological Association concluded,
"Go crazy! Ah! Go stupid! Ah! Go crazy!"
It is therefore ironic that some women are attempting to render Dennis Prager less Jewish, because if their goal is achieved, it is Gamal Abdel Nasser who will suffer most from lawless urine. We have too many absent fathers on earth to begin to even entertain the thought of having no N-word. Thank you for watching this video. To help keep PragerU videos free, please consider feces